Hello, welcome back, explorers. Have you ever wondered why your favorite cartoon character's house looks bigger than an entire country on a map? Well, I hope you're comfortably seated because we're about to head on a wild journey through the wacky world of wrong maps. Picture this. You're holding an orange and trying to peel it in one long strip to make a flat rectangle. Sounds impossible? Well, that's exactly what map makers have been trying to do with our planet for centuries. And let me tell you, it's been quite an adventure. The misconception about Greenland and Africa's sizes on maps is a perfect example of how flat projections can distort our perception of Earth's geography. In reality, Africa is approximately 30 million square kilometers, while Greenland is only about 2 million. That means Africa is 14 times larger than Greenland, despite appearing similar in size on many maps. This distortion occurs because flattening a spherical surface onto a 2D plane inevitably leads to inaccuracies in size, shape, or distance. Everything just becomes distorted. This is called the Mercator projection, which is widely used in schools and online maps. It is particularly notorious for this distortion, as it exaggerates the size of land masses further from the equator. This projection, created in 1569 by Dutch geographer Gerard Mercator, was designed to help sailors navigate the world. However, its distortions have led to widespread misconceptions and aggressive head-scratching about the relative sizes of countries and continents, particularly overemphasizing the size of regions in higher latitudes and somewhat shrinking those countries closer to the equator. Gerardus Mercator's projection allows for straight-line routes between any 2 points, making it invaluable for sea navigation. However, this convenience comes at a cost. The Mercator projection significantly distorts the size of land masses, especially near the poles. This distortion occurs because the projection stretches the globe laterally to an increasing degree as you move away from the equator. As a result, Greenland appears much larger than it is, while equatorial regions like Africa appear smaller in comparison. This distortion has led to criticism of the Mercator projection for perpetuating a Eurocentric worldview, as it visually emphasizes the size of Europe and North America. Despite its flaws, the Mercator projection remains widely used, particularly in digital mapping applications, due to its familiarity and ease of use for navigation purposes. With all this talk about flat maps, let's shift our telescope and look at Earth's mini-me, the globe. The globe provides a more accurate representation of Earth's geography because it maintains the planet's spherical shape. Unlike flat maps, globes preserve relative sizes, shapes, and distances between land masses. They also correctly depict the relationships between continents and oceans without the distortions inherent in flat map projections. For example, while a common projection like the Mercator can make Greenland appear larger than South America, in reality, Africa is nearly 14 times bigger than Greenland. This illustrates how flat maps can misrepresent sizes and distances. However, globes have limitations too. They're not easily portable, can't be folded, and don't show the entire surface at once. While flat maps can be customized and updated easily for specific uses, such as navigation or data visualization, globes provide a fixed, comprehensive view of Earth that requires rotation to explore different regions. But so does our Earth. You don't see me complaining. Additionally, the scale of most commercially available globes makes it challenging to represent small details or use them for precise navigation. While globes accurately depict the Earth's surface in 3 dimensions, they cannot show intricate details like roads or small towns as effectively as flat maps can. Despite these drawbacks, globes remain an essential tool for understanding Earth's true geography. They offer a unique perspective that flat maps simply cannot provide, allowing viewers to grasp the planet's spherical nature and the spatial relationships between different regions more intuitively. The tactile experience of using a globe enhances educational engagement, helping learners visualize concepts like latitude and longitude more effectively. Ultimately, while both globes and maps serve distinct purposes, globes excel in providing an accurate representation of our planet's geography without distortion. Ptolemy's introduction of the latitude and longitude grid system in the 2nd century AD was a revolutionary development in cartography. This system divides the Earth into a network of imaginary lines, with latitude measuring the distance north or south of the equator and longitude measuring the distance east or west of the prime meridian. Ptolemy provided coordinates for about 8,000 locations, allowing for precise positioning on his world map. This grid system laid the foundation for modern mapping and navigation techniques, including GPS technology. Ptolemy's work also emphasized the connection between terrestrial and celestial mapping, reinforcing the importance of astronomy in geography. The grid on Earth is related to the grid in the sky that turned about the pole star, which was used in measuring latitude in the northern hemisphere. This combination of mapping the heavens and the Earth contributed significantly to both terrestrial and celestial cartography. Cartographers have developed numerous map projections to address various needs and minimize different types of distortion. The Good Homolocene projection, created in 1923 by John Paul Good, is an equal area projection that accurately represents the sizes of continents. It achieves this by interrupting the map, creating gaps in the oceans. While it solves the size distortion problem, it sacrifices the familiar continuous shape of the world map. Buckminster Fuller's Dymaxion map, introduced in 1943, takes a radically different approach. It projects the Earth onto an icosahedron, a 20-sided shape that can be unfolded into a flat map. This projection preserves both shape and size relatively well, but presents the world in an unfamiliar arrangement that can be disorienting to viewers accustomed to more traditional maps. The Dymaxion map is unique in that it shows the Earth as one island in one ocean, without any visually obvious distortion of the relative shapes and sizes of the land areas, and without splitting any continents. The answer lies in the importance of perspective and accurate representation. While the Mercator projection is useful for navigation purposes, it significantly distorts the sizes of land masses, particularly those far from the equator. This distortion has far-reaching implications for our understanding of global geography and geopolitics. Arno Peters, a German historian, highlighted this issue in the 1970s when he introduced the Peters projection, an equal area map that more accurately represents the relative sizes of continents and countries. Peters argued that the Mercator projection's exaggeration of areas in higher latitudes, such as Europe and North America, perpetuates a Eurocentric worldview and undermines the perceived importance of equatorial regions, including much of Africa and South America. The need for diverse map projections extends beyond mere geographical accuracy. It's about fostering a more balanced and inclusive global perspective. Each projection tells a different story about our world, emphasizing certain aspects while inevitably distorting others. For instance, the Orthograph World Map, created by Hajime Narakawa in 1999, offers a more accurate representation of continental sizes, while maintaining a rectangular format suitable for practical use. Recognizing the importance of these alternative projections, some educational institutions are taking action. In April 2024, Nebraska passed a law requiring public schools to use only maps based on equal area projections like the Gall-Peters or Orthograph, starting from the 2024 to 2025 school year. This move underscores the growing awareness of how map projections can shape our understanding of the world and the need to expose students to more accurate representations of global geography. Here's the really cool part. Maps are like stories. And just like how different people tell the same story in different ways, map makers tell the story of our world in different ways too. Every map you look at is showing you the world through someone else's eyes. It's like if I asked you to draw a map of your bedroom. You might make your bed huge because it's your favorite place to read your fun geo book. Your little sister might make the toy box enormous because that's what she cares about most. Neither of you is wrong. You're just telling different stories. So, what's the big lesson here, my great explorers? Maps are amazing tools that help us understand our world, but they're not perfect. They're like layers of sedimentary rocks. Each one tells a different part of Earth's story, but none gives us the complete picture. And here's the really exciting part. Maybe one of you brilliant young minds out there will create the next revolutionary map. Who knows? The future of cartography could be in your hands. Remember, the world is round, but our imagination is limitless. So keep exploring, questioning, and looking at the world with wonder, because every spot on this beautiful blue marble of ours has depth, stories, and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. As we've seen, maps aren't just static images, they're dynamic representations, each telling a unique story about our world. By understanding their strengths and limitations, we can become more informed global citizens, capable of critical thinking and a deeper appreciation for the complexities of our planet. And hey, if you enjoyed this cartographic adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's like adding your layer to the geo record of knowledge. Let's continue to explore the amazing, sometimes confusing, but always fascinating world of maps together. So, as you go forward, remember that just as geologists dig deep to uncover Earth's secrets, we must dig deep into our maps to uncover the truth about our world. Keep your mental pickaxes sharp and never stop excavating the fascinating field of cartography. Until next time, keep your compasses pointed towards curiosity and your minds open to new horizons.